Hey everyone, welcome back to Endless Money Pits. This is a 2017 Honda CB500X, and today I'm going to show you how to install a set of Barkbuster Handguards. I installed a pair like this on a dual sport I used to have, and they can really take a beating. A friend of mine just bought this motorcycle, and he'd like to do some adventure riding, so I suggested we put these on his bike. We'll also want to install some other protection down the road, but today I'm just doing the handguards. Here are the tools that I used for this job. Phillips screwdriver, Flathead screwdriver, 4mm hex wrench, 5mm hex wrench, channel locks, pliers, and an old bicycle inner tube. The handguards come in two separate packages, so let's open them up and see how everything fits together. The kit comes with some extra parts because it fits a few different motorcycles, but these are the pieces I needed for the 500X. The large spacer and this screw were not needed for this bike. The first step is to remove the weight on the end of the bar. I used an old bicycle inner tube to get more grip with the channel locks. These are going in the recycle bin, but if you're saving them, make sure not to scratch them. Loosen the screw most of the way, but don't take it all the way out. You'll need to pull on the weight while prying the two tabs that clip into the bar. Once it started moving, I tried unscrewing the weight and pulling the piece out with a pair of pliers, but I couldn't get a good enough grip on it. I put the weight back on partway and just had to wiggle it really hard until the whole thing slid out. Now we can start assembling the handguard onto the handlebar. This piece only fit right when it was sitting over the electrical wires and under the clutch cable. Use the provided screws to loosely fit it onto the handlebar. Next, assemble these pieces as shown. When you tighten the screw, it pulls the nut further up into the split cylinder, which in turn presses against the inside of the handlebar, securing the whole thing in place. The screw needs to be tight enough that it won't just spin inside the handlebar, but not so tight that it spreads too far to fit inside the bar end. Slide the guard into the handlebar and use the appropriate screw to loosely connect the other end to the piece that we just mounted. With everything in place, we can start tightening down all the bolts. Start with the bar end. Next, tighten the screw holding the handguard to the handguard mount. And finally, tighten the two screws that secure the mount to the handlebar. When viewed from the side, the handguard should be parallel with the ground. Now it's time to attach the plastic cover. The holes in the handguard bars are not threaded, but these are self-tapping screws that will easily dig into the soft aluminum. And here's the finished product. The handguards also came with these secondary plastic pieces that can be installed in one of two positions. The instructions don't say anything about them, but they look like they're designed to help block the wind. This bike belongs to my friend who lives in California, and I'm guessing he'll want as much airflow as possible, so I'm leaving these pieces off for now. It should be easy enough for him to install them later on if he decides to. On a side note, one of the self-tapping screws came deformed from the factory, but after contacting Barkbusters, they sent me a replacement screw right away. That concludes this week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, just keep throwing money at it.